Hello. Welcome to Famous Cartoonist Says Things in the Morning. I am saying things in the morning today for you guys. My buddy Chris Erickson's here. Finally, I got to say good morning in the morning this time, instead of in the afternoon. The way I achieved that is staying up all night. I'm still awake from Thursday. So I told you I don't know how many Wednesdays I would get, but at least I got a really long Thursday. It's still Thursday, and now it's Friday morning. Love the mug. Thanks, man. You can get it at Threadless. Comics.threadless.com. There's a link right in the video. And yeah, man, go on and get it. It's cool. It's 15 ounces of goodness. I have a guest appearance today in the form of a mug. Comics mug. A little action cat on there. D. Brad's here too, man. What's up, D. Brad? You're here. Johnny Logan's here. Good morning to you, sir. Chris Hale's here. Good morning to you. Oh, yeah. It says, oh no, man. Oh, because of the staying up all night? Yeah. It's kind of weird. You guys aren't potting tonight, are you? I'm not sure if we're potting. We might pot tonight. You never know. Once I get the emails from everybody, then we'll know. We'll make some plans. Swig for the working man. The guest appearance mug is not as big as the mug I usually have. I'm going to quiet the music a little bit. Even though I like that music. That's my guy Gordy's music. This is me looking close. You guys still hear it? I don't need to take a nap yet. It's so weird. Because I've been going all night. I inked a lot of pages for Gilbert, and I'm just awake. I don't know what happens. The vampire is indeed shifting, and I had breakfast when I woke up, which was dinner, but we had tacos. So I had tacos at like 7 o'clock last night, but that was dinner for me. And I ate again at like 2 in the morning. I don't know, man. I'm just all messed up, but I'm here for you with my brand of coffee. Oh, yeah. And this is a Gordy's music you hear. If you guys saw today on my Facebook page, I showed a pitch that I pitched to IDW about 4 years ago. It was 2016. They were about to acquire the Star Wars Adventures. Well, this was pre-Star Wars Adventures. They were going to acquire an all-age Star Wars stories. And I was one of the guys they called to pitch. And it was really fun and it took me by surprise. And I did what I do best. They said, hey, we want something from you. What do you want to do with Star Wars? And they wanted like the style, my famous cartoonist style. They wanted Art Baltazar, and they said, send us something. So that Star Wars Buddies is what came out of it. And I wrote a whole bunch of stuff. I posted the 2 strips online in the cover, but I did a whole bunch of strips of outline of the series. I didn't post that because there's some good ideas in there. And if I ever get back to that, I'm going to use those ideas again. And you'll be able to read them. But hopefully that'll come back around. I think Star Wars is still at IDW with Star Wars Adventures, and Marvel's publishing other Star Wars books. But what happened was Star Wars Adventures was what came out of all the pitching to IDW. And Star Wars wanted something more that was in continuity with the movies. And I get it. And I talk about Star Wars all the time, and I wanted to fit in with the movies and have history and where does it fit in the timeline. So that's kind of where they went. which was cool, and I was okay with all those choices. I was just really happy to have an opportunity to pitch some Star Wars ideas, and but that was cool. I forgot what I was doing at that time. I was working on Hasbro stuff, and after I did Hasbro stuff, they asked me to do a few other pitches for other things, and Star Wars, which was the one I shared with you guys, but maybe I'll share some other stuff later. But we'll see. We'll see how things go over there. You know, just wait for the work a minute. So that was a lot of fun. I love that Vader and Obi-Wan and Yoda are all talking on the log and hanging out. Indeed, you are powerful. Yeah. So what are you guys saying? Tell me to take a nap? I don't know if I'm gonna. Oh yeah, nightcap. I'm still awake. Hey there, Melissa's sharing this. Says, hey Art. Hey Melissa. Both those Star Wars pages. Thanks. But it was fun to do that. It was a lot of fun to make those pages and work on some ideas with Star Wars and Darth Vader, and I had it any time where Vader and Yoda and Obi-Wan would get together. They reminisce about the prequels, about their adventures. So it was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun. And Johnny Logan says, they seem like a decent company. I like their stuff. Would you have been great addition? I would have been a great addition to the lineup. Thank you. They are one of the few that I would consider going through if I ever decided to stop self-publishing. Yeah, man, do your thing. I worked with all the companies, it seems like. I've interacted with all of them. And some we interacted, we dined together, we published my books, but you'll be surprised how small the comic book industry is, and everyone knows each other. So I enter everything with respect and honor, and it's what Jack Kirby would do. Honor the creation, you know. So it's just really fun to be working on this stuff. And I'm working on Gilbert number 3 right now. And that's what I've been up all night working on. And I'm more than halfway through the book right now, which is really cool. I'm going to show you some stuff. I don't normally show you stuff. But here's Gilbert number 1. This is Gilbert number 1. That came out, I think, in 2019, maybe. Yeah, that's Gilbert number 1. And it's cool. The back cover is cool, too, because you see him swimming. It's cool. This is the hardcover. Then Gilbert number 2 just came out last, I think, in January. And this is cool. So these two, I got these two. I'm working on issue 3 right now, volume 3. And they're pretty good, pretty thick, good size. And I'm working on volume 3, and I'll be working on volume 4 soon after that. And they're from Paper Cuts. Here's their logo, Paper Cuts. So look into Paper Cuts. They're really cool, and they do a lot of indie stuff. They're an indie publisher, so they're really fun. I need a sweet for the worker man. Ray Turner says I look sharp. Thank you, sir. This this jacket, you might see it. It's silver. I spray painted it silver, and I got the oh yeah patch on there. See, so I wear this at conventions. You know, I dress up for you guys because when you meet me at a convention, you want to meet the guy you saw in the video. You know. And Clone Wars watching. I'm on the last episode. I'm up. I just finished number 21 of season 1. I got one more episode. I should have did that, but then I started watching Big Bang Theory, and I started Big Bang Theory at season 1, and I never saw a lot of those. So maybe that's what I did all night last night. I watched Big Bang Theory all night. I'll probably go back to watching Clone Wars again, but I'm digging Clone Wars a lot. They just had the one where they were fighting the big snowman guys in the winter. They were on an ice planet. It wasn't Hoth. It was another planet. Then I saw the one where they were fighting guys with tanks. Oh, man, what was it? And it was cool. The last 2 I saw were really good. Yeah, it was really cool. And D. Brad says, I'm enjoying watching you make Gilbert live. Yeah, man, Gilbert's so much fun. And I like making him live because that's something I could show you guys, and I could draw while it's live because it's my character and I'm not spoiling anything and I'm just promoting. And it's a lot of fun. And another book I have too. I'm working on number 2 of Drew and Jot. There's Drew and Jot number 1. I have some of these books on my website. If you guys want to buy them, purchase them. I gotta put this guy up there. So give me till the afternoon maybe. And then, but this one I'm working on number 2, and I have a 3-book deal with this guy. And number 2 will be out, I don't know, later this year. And then number 3 is gonna be real fun. I got some cool ideas for number 3, which will require some photography skills and action figure making. So that would be real cool. And I'm digging it, man. I just love making things. And I guess when I stay up all night, you know, you get to that point where you're just in the zone. You just got to keep going. And I talk to a lot of people who they see things. Clairvoyance, is it? Where they could predict things. They could see futures. They could tell if you have a checkered past. They could see ghosts, you know, stuff like that. I met a few of those people. I know a few personally, and they said to me that when they stay up all night and get into that zone, there's so much time that after 24 hours of staying awake or 30 hours, that's when they start seeing things and imagining things, and that's when their powers activate. I don't know if that's what's happening to me, but I haven't quite been up for 24 hours yet. So I'm about 15 hours. I don't know. Has it been 12? Yeah, it's been over 12. It's been about 15, 16 hours. So it's not bad. I still sleep when I'm supposed to sleep, but I just sleep odd times. I miss phone calls from my mom, so I got to always text her back. I can't call her when I want to because it's late and I know she's sleeping. So it's weird. What's cracking, y'all? That's what he says. I got this. I got this. This is my son's music you're hearing. I got a link down there too. It's SoundCloud -- Gordon Baltazar. Just check him out in there. Just put a search in SoundCloud, you'll find his music. Mark Van Slyke says, good morning, man. Cool hat. Thanks, brother. This is one of the first fedoras I've ever purchased when I realized I was a hat guy. Besides just a floppy hat, I went and bought a cool hat. This is a Gorin Brothers hat. When I discovered Gorin Brothers, this was the first Gorin Brother hat that I bought, and I wear this all the time. I've worn it a lot. You might have seen me in convention photos with it. And yeah, man, deep bread, those are called hallucinations. I understand when you just stay up and start seeing things. I haven't ever been there. The most I stood up was about 47 hours, maybe more. But I don't like to do that no more. And I've done comic books in 27 hours or less. Like, I think Superman Family Adventures, if you look at issue 9, I think it was issue 9 when he fights General Zod and the hot dogs. That one I did in 27 hours from start to finish, and I did not enjoy doing that because I needed to get it done to get the book to the printer, and then I wanted to join my family for vacation because they were going to be gone and I was going to miss them. But we went on a vacation, but I came home early so I could get back to work. It was crazy. And I learned that from one of the writers or artists who used to make Daredevil comics. I think it was Gene Colan. I read an article about him or an interview, and he said if you want to be a comic book artist, be prepared to never see your family. And I don't want that to happen. I want to be able to be here all the time. So I am skipping out on these few days. I stretched this week into at least 9 days. I had Wednesday twice. Mondays was like 28 hours long. Wednesday was twice, and it's still Thursday for me, so I don't know what's happening. It's not Friday, it's Thursday night for me. But I figured, hey, everyone's awake for Friday morning celebrating before I can get there. So that's why I'm here today with my Oh Yeah Comics coffee mug. Swig for the working man. And thank you guys. You guys are awesome for listening to me. I'm rocking out in the morning. Everyone in my house is awake, so it's okay for me to shout. You ever fall asleep at your desk? I used to. When I had homework in college, I would do this. I would go to school. I would come home. I would go to work after school, get home about 8, 9 o'clock at night, and then do my homework. Fall asleep about 2 in the morning sometimes, and I wake up with pain on my face. And yes, that would happen all the time. I don't enjoy that, but but right now I just work until I'm tired. Then I stop, and then I go to bed. Then I wake up when I'm not tired, and then I get to work again. And it just so happens that that's just my hours. What happens? It turns vampire. I get it turned into a vampire, and instead of drinking blood, I drink coffee. But I don't drink too much. This is I drank it when I woke up today, and in the middle of the day. Now it's the second half. Swig for the working man. This mug is a lot smaller than what I'm used to, but it's got Action Cat on it. That's what's cool. Mark Van Slyke, coolio, cool Star Wars stuff you posted today. Thanks, man. Have you ever watched The Mandalorian? Yeah, I love The Mandalorian. That's just a good Star Wars show. And I enjoy The Mandalorian as one at a time episodes. Watch an episode, then do some other things, then come back and watch the next one. It's a hard binge watch for me because I start to feel it move slow. But each episode on itself is fantastic. Each episode is a little mini movie. And that's what I like about them. You got a beginning and end, middle, all that. And those shows are just really good. In each show, he has a different adventure. It reminds me of Bill Bixby when he was the Hulk, going into different towns and doing different things as he's going. And I just like it. It's just good. And if they could keep this up and keep this going, they could do it. I know they announced season 2 and season 3. And season 2 is supposed to have Ahsoka Tano in it with Rosario Dawson playing her and live action. And I can't wait, man. And I know that guy has the dark saber now. I hope that's going to be something cool. I hope there's origins of some kind of Sith Lord or something. It'll be cool. As I said earlier, I don't want my expectations to be too bigger than the show, bigger than what we get. So I'm just going to let the show play out in front of me. And that's how I enjoy it. I go in there not knowing things, and I have to see it on the day it comes out, or I don't go on the internet at all. And when the Mandalorian shows were coming out, I would watch them right when they'd be released. They would release it like Friday morning at 3 a.m. in Chicago. So as I'm working, I'd watch it and then go to bed. Or I just get up, I just watch it. Or if I miss it when it first comes out, I don't even check my phone or email or anything. I watch Mandalorian first, then I go on the internet because people spoil like crazy. They put that little Yoda baby up there, and it ruins your day if you see that, So I don't want you don't want that baby Yoda to ruin your day. Even though he's not baby Yoda, he's a baby of Yoda species. So that's kind of weird that all the housewives hear and say, "Oh, baby Yoda's so cute." It's like he's not baby Yoda though. He's Yoda species. It's like saying that baby Jawa is, I don't know. Well, we don't know the Jawas. They're just all Jawas. Swig for the working man. Out of my new Oh Yeah Comics mug from threadless.com. I'm trying to open up a t-shirt shop too. Right now we have an Oh Yeah Comics t-shirt shop. And I'm working on my own, an Art Baltazar Famous Cartoonist t-shirt shop. I just have to get it going because I'm doing all this stuff. So I'll probably do that Saturday or Sunday. Probably Saturday. I get less pressure to do deadline work on Saturday because nothing's ever due Sunday morning. But Sunday morning's like my Monday because everything's due Monday for the editors. You get it. So I can officially take a day and a half off, like halfway through Friday. People stop bugging me, stop asking me things. On Saturday, nobody bothers me. And then on Sunday, I got to get back to it. So you guys get it. Mark Van Slikes agrees on a Mandalorian, right? There's a lot of behind-scenes. Yeah, man, I saw that behind-the-scenes series on Disney Plus. That went up too. It's like the making of Star Wars, but Mandalorian style. He said Andrew Clark. He may be a clone, right? He may be Yoda clone. I hope in this series 2 we're gonna see the planet. It'd be cool if series 2 ends with them discovering Yoda's home planet, but then Boba Fett follows them there, or something like that. Oh, they gotta tie it. They're doing so good. They got Star Wars in Star Wars, and it feels like Star Wars. That's what you have to do. It's like Star Wars buddies. Boba Fett gets hit with a stick, but that was in the movie. See? I know it's kind of like a parody. It's like Tiny Titans meets Star Wars, but it was fun to do, man. I just loved Ghost of Obi-Wan. So this takes place before the end of Return of the Jedi, because Darth Vader's still alive and Yoda's still there. So it's kind of cool. And Andrew Yoda. Yeah, Andrew. Yeah, he could be a clone of Yoda. That would be cool. Man, it's going to be good. I don't want to overthink it in my head, because when it shows up, I really want to enjoy it. And I like that they show up once a week. And I've been watching Better Call Saul this time that way, as the episodes were coming out every week. But I did not enjoy that as much, because I like binge watching that. I like watching at least 3 or 4 episodes at a time. So after Better Call Saul finished with this season 5, I went back and watched them all again in like 2 nights. So I'm caught up on that real good. I know what my theories for that are crazy too. It's pretty cool. I like doing things. Swig for the worker man. Come on, drink with me. I have coffee in here. Now that I see myself drinking this on camera, I want to color these circles. See the circle? I want to paint it black. Because it looks weird when I do this. Unless I paint it brown like a coffee stain. I think I want to paint it black. Plus it's raw. It's raw. It's the cup texture, the ceramic. Everything else is a nice glaze, but that should be glazed as well. But that's probably where they set it down when they sprayed it. Something like that. I don't know. Yeah. What else I got to show you? I did this book for, I don't know if most of you people know. Maybe this book, I did this book a little while ago. It's called Cora the Flora from Bora Bora. And this is a book that you can only get from me. It's not in any stores. It was part of when we did a Kickstarter. This was part of the incentive. Like if I raised so much money, I'd print this book, and it's 40 pages. It's really cool. Really cool book. And it's on my website. It's the only place to get it. It's like $100. No, I don't know what it is. I think it's $5 or $3 on my website. But it's kind of cool because you can only get it from me. So if you're in the mood for more Art Baltazar Famous Cartoonist comics, and you can't find them because you can't go out of your house, you could go to my site and I order them and I ship them to you. Or even if you guys want drawings, because the last few days I got a bunch of requests for drawings, and I said if you want to send me like at least $10 for shipping, because I put it in a priority mail envelope for $8. So at least give me $10 for that in case you're going to Canada or something. And then give me a few more dollars and I'll just put a bunch of drawings in the envelope and send it to you. And it's not that hard. And it's my email address is my PayPal address. It's Arthur Baltazar. Yeah, my name's Arthur. arthurbaltazar@yahoo.com. Just send me money, PayPal, and I'll send you stuff if you want to. Or you go to my website and buy Cora, and I'll send you drawings. That'll be fun. And I'm probably do drawings and put them on eBay. I got a bunch of stuff. I got eBay stores, websites, Patreons, threadless t-shirt stores. It's kind of cool. And eventually, when I'm done with... I laugh because I'm never going to finish. When I'm done with some of these comics, I got a lot of deadlines going into like June 1st right now. Hopefully, like finish a lot. After that, I really want to concentrate on all this stuff and get my guys out there, get Action Cat out there again. And I got a lot of digital books I want to put out and concentrate on all these things. So it's weird that I have all this stuff I want to complete so I could do more stuff so I could get busy again. But I see the potential in everything that's happening here. So Deep Red's making coffee now so I can take a swig for the working man with me. Right on, man. And then Johnny Logan said, the general public doesn't realize there's a female of Yoda species. Right. And she was on the Jedi Council in the prequels. Her name is Yaddle. I have an action figure of her too. I have all my Star Wars action figures over there, but I'm kind of barricaded in this spot. Maybe I'll show them to you next time. I got all of them. I got every figure. I buy all the toys all the time. And there's a lot of, yeah, he's saying there's a lot of prequel stories in the Dark Horse comic series. Yeah, that's true. And D. Bray wants to order Gilbert 1 and 2 for me. I have to see. I have Gilbert on my website for sale, but I don't know if I have any. So I have hardcovers. That's all I have. So if anyone orders it, you're going to get a hardcover for $10 instead of $15 until I change it. So I'll probably end up changing it soon because I want to put Drew and Jot up there for sale. And I have a few other books I want to put on my site for sale. And I just want my books to go to you guys. I want you guys to read my stuff. That'll be real cool. And I got some Powers in Action series I want to put up, my superheroes. And I'm working on that too. I got it. Every time it's warm outside, I take my sketchbook outside and I just draw a whole bunch of stuff and write a whole bunch of stories. Whatever's coming clear in my head, I put it in my sketchbook. And I have a whole issue, the first issue of Powers in Action, all written out and thumbnailed out, real cool. And I'm trying to get Archimaniacs finished too, man. There's a lot of stuff I want to get out there for you guys. Let's see what you guys are saying. You are the best. Keep being you. Thanks, Anthony. Anthony Valdez rocks too. But thanks, man. I'm trying to be the best me as I possibly can be. You know, I do my doing my best. And all I do is create things all day, and it's so it's weird, but it's awesome, and I'm just happy I'm so happy I could work at home and still see my family. And when I'm finished, maybe I could pay some bills. But that's the goal, right? The American dream. Stay home and work all day and lose track of time and make coffee and hang out with people and use the webcam your mama gave you and have a good time. Scoot said Yaddle sucks. Yaddle doesn't suck. Yaddle's cool. We know nothing about Yaddle. That Yoda girl on his council. That might be Yoda's little sister. You never know. Out of all the species in the universe, Yoda was unknown. But there's another one. Yaddle. And she had long toes. You remember that? Her toes were hanging over the chair. And she had she looked a little different. She had brown hair, right? Or red hair, or orange hair or something. Kevin Bixby. Every time I drink out of my coffee mug, I have to say, take a swig for the working man. Yeah, let's do it. In honor of Stone Cold Steve Austin, because he says that on his podcast. Take a swig for the working man. Oh, good coffee. It's not that warm, but I'm doing it for you guys because I want to keep this going. Franco's here. First morning episode, I'm catching up. I'm catching it live. Oh, yeah, my brother, he's here. He's drawing stuff, writing stuff. He doesn't drink coffee, though, so unless he started early on the podcast beverages, he's here with me. Mark Van Slyke said she had to go because she and Yoda had a history. it got weird, right? It got uncomfortable in the council. Yeah, I always thought that was like a younger, like he's like 800 years old. Maybe she was like 200. I always thought that. But now we see Baby Yoda is 50, and he's still a baby. He acts like a 2-year-old about, because he eats stuff with his teeth. He holds cups. So he's equivalent of a human 2-year-old, I think. That Baby Yoda species baby child. In Yaddle, I'm thinking she was more like the age I feel in human years. She just graduated college, so maybe she's about 19, 20. How old are you in college? 21, 22? Maybe like that. I don't know. We'll see. Yoda left it, got uncomfortable. I understand. Anthony says, I remember the painting you did that was shown at Challenger's. That was the clothesline. Oh, the superhero t-shirt. Yeah. It was called, it was Superman flying through the city, and it had the buildings with the clotheslines. That was a cool painting. I like that. I sold it. Every painting in that gallery show sold. I have none of them. Columbia College came and bought a bunch of them, and whoever else bought them, but they're all gone. But the name of that painting of Superman flying through the neighborhood was called I Saw Him Too. That's what it was called. And I enjoyed that. And I love painting cities. I painted these last weekend. Beta Ray Bill and Space Ghost. And hopefully I'll paint again this weekend and maybe do some more stuff. But we'll see how it goes. Frago says, doing some grading. Oh, while listening to me. Thanks, man. So I'll make sure I don't say too many numbers. 0, 0, 97, 95, 85, A, B, B, C, B. Yeah, I know. You're doing good, sir. You're doing the good, hard teacher work that my kids complain about every day. Oh, I got school today. I'm like, what? You got to log in and answer questions for an hour? And they're done less than an hour with their schoolwork. But I know teachers you're working all day on that stuff. But I don't envy you, but I admire you. But I don't know. I was going down that road for a little bit. I was a substitute teacher for a little while. But then I stayed home after that. Said, I know. Anthony said, I know I tried so hard, but it didn't have the moolah. Oh, you didn't have the money. Oh, I got you, man. Yeah, you know, what are you going to do? I'll make stuff. One day you'll be able to buy some stuff. My paintings are only like $200. I try around that price. When I have a gallery show, they're more because the gallery has to make some money. But when you buy them from me, they're $200. And D. Brad says, do you take pictures of the paintings you do so you can remember them once they are sold? Yeah, I take pictures of everything. All my paintings I have photos of. And a lot of them I just have in my computer in a folder. Or I like to post them on Facebook when I paint them. So if you go in my Facebook photos, after you hear me, of course, you know, and let's get your daily dose of awesomeness, go in my photos and you'll see a whole bunch of paintings. I don't normally post really personal stuff. I know my page is me, but I still use it to promote. But I also have a famous cartoonist page because on my personal page, just my name, Art Baltazar, I maxed out at 5,000 friends many times, and then people go away, and then I max out again. But on the famous cartoonist Art Baltazar page, I could get infinite likes. So you could go there, but I try to post on there, but I don't post as much on there as I do on my own personal page because there's only like 300 people. And on my personal page, it's all the same 300 people. so it's kind of like, I try to do all of it, but it's a slow climb, you know? And we got like our YouTube channel. We put videos, and these videos I do here show up a few days later, usually on YouTube. But we went, just in the last month or so, we went from like 650 subscribers to like, I think we had 726 today. I looked in the morning. So we're gaining subscribers, but I like the slow build because it's like, you know, the people who follow you and like things and subscribe, they're doing it for real. They're not just adding you just to like how they're not like MySpacing you. Like MySpace, remember that when all of a sudden you have like 100 friends in one day, and they're all people you don't know or they never heard of. But I like that it happens to us slowly and builds it up and stuff. So it's cool. I need a swig for the working man. Plus, when I swig, you get to see my Comics logo. Oh, yeah, Mark, have a great day. Thanks for brightening my morning. Thanks, buddy. You got to go do your things, I guess. But you're awesome, Mark Van Slyke. Do your thing. Do you do live streams? I do live streams for you're saying Dave Brad says he does live streams for his art class inspired by me and Franco and start playing music too. Cool, man. As long as you play music that no one's gonna sue you over. This is my son's music playing, so I'm good. But yeah, man, do what you gotta do. It's share your knowledge, share what you know with others, and just put it out there in the world, and people will find you and follow you and do your thing. Teresa Dunn says, listening to the store, listen to the show while they get things done around the house. Thanks, Teresa Dunn. Yeah, I'd like to call this a show. It's the morning show. I was watching something yesterday that was really strange. Oh, it was a TV show about celebrities watching TV shows. And I was watching it. That's when I was eating my breakfast. I was watching people I knew, like celebrities like Joe Buck and his wife were on there. And that girl from Raven Simone and her friends were on there. And Tyra Banks, you forgot your shoes. She was on there with her mom, and they were in bed. And they were all watching TV shows. And then they were watching Indiana Jones. I'm like, this is weird. This is this is what me and Franco and Johnny and Yoko Chips and Scoot, that's what we do with movies. And those guys do it. Those guys watch movies on Sundays. And it's just weird that they're the people that invented this stuff, like us here live. We do live shows on Facebook and YouTube. We've been doing this for a long time. But now TV, they ran out of ideas, so they're looking on the internet saying, hey, I like what those guys are doing. Let's do something like that, but with celebrities. But they don't know it. That famous cartoonists could be celebrities too. And now they're thinking, oh, we could try better than that. And they're like, no, they can't. And those shows were, those shows got real boring. And I changed the channel and I put on Big Bang Theory. That's henceforth my Big Bang Theory marathon last night. I watched most of season 1. And I was surprised how many I didn't see. But that was a weird show for me to realize it was on TV. And the weirdest part also is I was the only one watching it, even though everybody was awake in the living room while the TV is on. But none of my family was interested in that. But my family will watch this. Win, swig for the working man. Like that analyzation. What are you guys saying? I'm missing stuff here. Oh, yeah. My cat Pixel's a fan of the famous Cartoonist morning show. Your cat likes the show. Oh, thank you. I think he likes Gordy's music. Oh, thank you. I'm going to tell Gordy that he's got a cat out there who can't wait to hear his music. Johnny Lucas, I would love to see you draw a collage of more older Hanna-Barbera characters in your style. Like Great Babe, the Hair Bunch, Hong Kong Phooey. Yeah, that would be cool. I'm a big influencer of them. They influenced me big time. Hanna-Barbera, if I had to narrow it down to one creative team, they would be it. Hanna-Barbera did it for me. It was Magilla Gorilla, Squidly Diddly, Banana Splits, all the short cartoons. I didn't like Goober and the Ghost Chasers and Speed Buggy and all that stuff. I didn't like the longer ones. I liked the ones with Augie Doggy and Doggy Daddy and Huckleberry Hound and Yogi Bear. All those short cartoons with the animals. And it's just good stuff. Oh, it lives in my heart. And I love Ricochet Rabbit. I love all of those. And Troop Along. I love Yippee Yappy Yahooey. I love all that stuff. And you could tell a lot of my own characters are similar to them, like Meteor Mite is like Adamant, not a copy, but he's similar, you know. Action Cat, Adventure Bug look like they could have came from Hanna-Barbera, and all of these guys that create and draw, they look like they could come from that universe. Like Gilbert looks like he can meet Squiddly Diddly, you know, and Drew and Jot maybe can meet. They can meet somebody from there. Like Scooby Doo was a little long for me. I liked the characters and stuff. I watched it, but I wasn't as big a fan of the longer episodes than I was of like Scooby Doo and Sneasley and Breezely. I love that. Magilla Gorilla. Magilla's got to be one of my favorites of all time. Yeah, see? That's cool. Carlos. Hello, Carlos. He says, it's always a pleasure to say hi at C2E2. Always a tradition with your kids adding some of your art to the collection. Thanks, man. Until next time we meet. Thanks, brother. Yeah, man. Once the conventions come back and the lives resume and go back to normal awesomeness, I think that first show is going to be everyone's best convention experience ever, because the artists are going to be ready. They're going to be rested. The retailers are going to be fully stocked. The publishers are going to have so much to sell, and people are going to have all their money saved for this next show. So hopefully in Chicago, my prediction is the next Chicago show will be C2E2 of next year. So I'm predicting it's going to be the next show. That's just my prediction, because all my plans have got erased up until, I think even my stuff going into September has been canceled. So we'll see what happens. But I'm going to keep making it. I'm going to try to do stuff. I want to do maybe here's a secret idea I have. I'm always thinking about this stuff. Maybe do like small print runs of like I did with Cora, just for the conventions, just for my website, just for the fans. If you guys know me and meet me, you'll be able to buy these books. I think I want to do that. I think that's what I'm going to do, because there's a lot of things that I want to get done, and I can't wait for publishers to say yes. And not only that, but I hate having these deadlines, because with deadlines, I like making comics that publishers print, but with the deadlines, it hurts because now I'm busy all the time. I hate having deadlines, but it's a necessary thing. I guess I want to get back to working on one project at a time instead of 5 and 6 at a time. But with deadlines are great, because once you meet them and once you finish, the book comes out. But if I don't have a deadline and I could just print books that I want to, just for conventions, that would be cool too. But that gets expensive for me personally, but I got to figure out a way how to do it. I got to figure it. It's going to happen. Me and Franco talk about this all the time, and it's going to happen. Everything has to fall in place. I have to finish my schedule a little bit. So I have a lot of books that I've written and drew already that I have to finish. I have to finish inking them and coloring them. But it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. And I can't wait, man. I can't wait for you guys to see some of the stuff I have in my head and my creations. I got Meteor Mite all written up and drawn and finished. And I have Webster the Spider Monkey. I have Giro Man's going to come back. I have all this stuff that I want to get out there, but I'm like this. Oh, give me good Star Wars and give me good Electric Milk Comics. That's my own studio, if you guys don't know that. Electric Milk Comics. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Trying to build. I always call you Bill Bixby, man. It's Kevin Bixby. Bixtone Comics. He's trying to slow build my Instagram. However, it's moving at a snail's pace. Seems like every convention's got a few. Yeah. Building up a slow pace, I think, is better. More genuine. You get more genuine fans when you build up slowly, because people are discovering you and they're following you by choice, rather than just, oh, he's cool, I'll follow, and you build up somebody who doesn't pay attention. And it's better to have like 4 people on your listening to your live show who are really into it than like have 100 people who just look at it and go away. You know what I mean? Like, it's good to have these. It's like more personal. It feels people are into your world, they're into you, and if you're a fan, like, I don't know, like how I am with fandom. If I like a band, like I like the band Lake Street Dive. Once I found out their song, I find out what else did they make, what are their albums. Then I want to know what are their names, where are they from, what city is the band from, where'd they go to school. So I get into that and I learn about them, and I do that with all the bands. Like anytime I'm into a band, really love Lake Street Dive. I love the Bare Naked Ladies, Ookla the Mock. I love Red Hot Chili Peppers, Vinx, my guy Vinx. So I find out all these people and I research them and I know their names and I know who plays the bass and I just know these things. So that's the kind of fan you want. Like I need a fan who like a fan. Well, I like all the fans because I always say that I draw comic books for that kid in Utah where I'm never gonna meet. So if that kid in Utah understands my jokes and loves my characters, and he doesn't know me, then it works. But if he gets to meet me, I kind of complete his circle. You know, like that kid loves the books and meets me, he freaks out. Then I freak out that the kid from Utah, I finally got to meet him, and then the circle is complete. It's kind of like that's the kind of fandom I'm trying to get. It's personal. When people know I'm from Chicago, it means a lot. You know, and they're like, hey, aren't you from Chicago? And somewhere they know that. It's on my website that it says that, but it means that they're into it, you know, and that happens a lot. That happened to us a lot with Tiny Titans. They wanted to know who the creative team was. So they looked at it. Who's Art Baltazar and Franco? And they look it up. And the difference is when we were writing Green Lantern, and I see this when I'm selling Green Lantern comics, that kids will buy that because it's Green Lantern, but not because we wrote it. See, that's the difference because they love Green Lantern, but with Tiny Titans, they're like, oh, that's you guys. So it's different. So it's good to build what I'm trying to say is the slow build on Instagram is okay because people are following you and they want to. So it's okay. Let's see. I go on these rants. Wayne is here. Oh, yeah, swag. Swig for the working man. Here's another swig. Right now I'm taking sips because this is the cup is not as big as the last one. So I'm taking sips. All right. Swig for the working man. Deep breath says I love Quick Draw. Oh, the Quick Draws? Oh, Quick Draw McGraw. Yeah, he's cool too. And El Kabong. I love him. The Banana Splits live action movie was disturbing. Who thought that was a good idea? Oh my God, I did a Famous Cartoonist Says Things video on YouTube about my review of the Banana Splits. That movie was the second worst movie I've ever seen in my life. That movie's so horrible. I don't know who approved that movie at Warner Brothers. Why did they say that was good? That movie was so bad. Don't watch it. Don't do it. It's awful. You could have made that movie with Chuck E. Cheese instead of Banana Splits or just some generic thing. That movie was terrible. The only thing good about it was the costumes. They looked like the characters, but the movie was such a disturbing mess, stupid, awful movie. Oh my God, I don't know why they made that. And I just hope that someday when I'm an old man and when my characters are successful and Warner Brothers buys them, if that's the case, or my kids become millionaires because the movie's #1 movie of the week, that some company doesn't do that with my characters. That would be the worst mistake of all because now anyone who wants to see the Banana Splits is going to see that. And that's so awful. I saw that movie on sale at Target, which is, oh man, that movie's on the shelf at Target, but we're trying to get Gilbert and Drew and Jot at Target. Come on. Oh, that movie's so terrible. That hurt my feelings. It hurt my heart. It destroyed marriages. Not my marriage. My wife doesn't want to see that. I don't let her see it. But don't watch that. That's awful. Don't even watch a clip. This movie's so awful. Let's see what Anthony says. Hey, buddy, if you like, you'd be able to repaint. I saw him once again. Oh, maybe I'll repaint stuff. It's hard for me to repaint things. Usually I paint stuff and it just comes out, and I don't plan it a lot of times. You know, maybe if I paint another one similar. I got one where they were. Here's one. This one is similar, but this one they're in the city. Batman in the city. See, he's on the building. Well, this one's called Bat Life in the City, and this one I sold already though. So that's the closest one I had to that Superman one. But that was but I'll let you know, man. Just keep an eye on what I'm doing here, and if I paint something, you'll see it. And what about Al Kabong? I like Al Kabong. Should I paint some of those guys? Maybe I'll paint some. Squiddly Diddly or Big Gilla or Mr. Peebles or something. Ooh, I had a yawn and a burp together. A yerp. Was it a yerp? Swig for the working man. See? The 18 hours straight is catching up. Hanna-Barbera is one of my favorites. Johnny Logan says, still the Harvey tunes like Hot Stuff, Spooky, Casper, Wendy, the rest were, yeah, they were the best. I love Harvey comics. I used to read them all. D. Brad said, I've been watching lots of live panels at C2E from C2E2 and Wizard World. Yeah, those are cool. We have a few. Me and Franco were on a few live ones too. Franco says, gotta run. Oh man. All right, sir, you gotta go through your thing. You want morning shift? I think I'm on night shift. I don't know what shift. I'm gonna try to stay awake until my wife gets home and we can have dinner, and then I'll probably go to sleep. Maybe later we'll stream. Maybe I'll take a nap and come back and stream. You never know. Yeah, we'll do something. I like doing the live shows with me and Franco draw stuff. That's real fun. Kevin Bixby says it's true. It's always true. D. Brad says, my coffee's not ready to swig. Swig away, my friend. I'm going to take another sip. I still got some in there. Yeah, man. Anthony says, my work is selling consistently. Yeah. Everything I paint, I sell. Beta Ray Bill sold. He's gone. And the nighttime one's gone. I didn't sell Space Ghost, yes, but I've commented every time I sell something or paint something, it sells. So I know that because I don't have any. So they go somewhere. But I'm not anxious or, you know, I'll sit on them a while before they go. So I don't mind. I know someone will dig it. Chris Erickson says, great babe. Yeah. Oh, hey, Scott Casper. Yeah, we're talking about Casper. Harvey Comics Casper. You got to do a McGilla Gorilla on a rampage throwing bananas and kisses. Yeah, man, I had something me and Franco were talking about when DC Comics was crossing over with the Hanna-Barbera characters and Bugs Bunny and stuff. I wanted to do not Grape Ape. I wanted to do Gorilla Grodd meets Megilla Gorilla, where they switch places and Megilla Gorilla becomes the leader of Gorilla City, and Gorilla Grodd gets stuck in the window at Mr. Peebles. But by the time, I don't know, no one ever said yes. So they liked the idea, but that was what I was going to do, and I wanted to do that, and I wanted to do Peter Potamus. He's always been my favorite. Peter Potamus is awesome because he's a time traveler. No one realized that. He had a time traveling balloon. So I love that. What's your honest opinion about the Thundercats Roar cartoon? That's what Carlos asked me. You know, I never seen it. I saw the opening. That's all I saw. And what I like about the opening was it told you the story, which was really cool. I'm a big fan of the original. I love the Thundercats. That's the one thing that got me in the 80s. I didn't get into Ninja Turtles or Transformers. I didn't care for He-Man. I was a little bit too old. I was in high school at the time. I just wasn't watching a lot of TV because I just was at school. And by the time I get home, I'd have to take the bus home. And I would get home about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but Thundercats was on. And Thundercats was the first show that I programmed the VCR to record. And I love the Thundercats. And I made custom Migos of the Thundercats. I got to show them to you once I open them up. They're packed. Because last Migo meet I just never unpacked. So I'm going to bring those out and show you guys. But Thundercats was the one show that stuck, and I love it so much. I haven't watched a new one, but I think as long as it's fun, and I know it's going to be funny. If it's funny and it sticks to what they are, then I'll be okay with it. I was okay with the opening scene, but I saw the opening scene online somewhere. I didn't sit down and watch it, the real show. But I haven't even seen it. I don't even know if my kids are watching it. My kids love Teen Titans Go, and I like that show. So if it's anything like that, I'm sure I'll like it just fine. I have no problem about taking things and making them cute. You know, obviously. Tiny Titans, Itty Bitty Hellboy, Star Wars Buddies. I have no problem with that. As long as you're true to the source material and they feel like the characters. That's what I like about the X-Men movies, is they feel like the characters from the comics. Even though the things are weird, but they feel like that. Like, when they change the characters and they're not right, that's when I lose interest. Because there's ways to make them good. And then, see, Scott Smith said, I saw the Blue Falcon and Dynamite were in the new Scooby movie. I think it's called Scoob. Were you a fan of the Blue Falcon? I love the Blue Falcon. I love Dynamite. Those were really cool. I love the Blue Falcon. I love superhero cartoon guys. I love the Super Friends, Spidey and his Amazing Friends. I love Blue Falcon. I love Space Ghost. I hated Space Ghost, the talk show guy. I hated that. But I love him when he's with the two teenagers and they're flying around. I like that a lot. Scott Casper said, you rushed home to see Voltron. Yeah, Voltron missed me too. The only Japanese kind of animation stuff I liked was Battle of the Planets. But that was on in the morning before I went to school. That's the only time I saw it. I liked the characters. I liked their costumes. But the bad guy confused me. I wasn't sure if that was a boy or a girl, and I was confused. And he was creepy. So, and he had a bird beak. He had a real long nose and lipstick. So I didn't get into that as much. Maybe I was too young. But yeah, Star Blazers was like that too. They would fly around in a big ship in space. And space. Oh, my friends all love. Your friends love Space Coast to Coast, but nah, that was not good. I didn't like that. I didn't like when they made Birdman a lawyer either. That was dumb. Yeah, they ruined him. Now everyone thinks that's what he is, you know? I'm glad they didn't ruin Blue Falcon. And that would be cool. I like the Herculoids, too. I like all those Hanna-Barbera superheroes. They were cool. They were on Saturday mornings. Swig for the working man. That's delicious. You guys are awesome. I think I'm going to get another cup of coffee, but I'm going to heat it up. Maybe have some kind of breakfast sandwich or something. I think it's called for that, right? I ate earlier today, but I don't know what time it is when you don't go to bed at the normal times. I don't know what the meals are called. so I just have snacks. But I'm going to continue my marathon of Clone Wars. I'll get back to that because I just got one more episode to go until I watch season 2. And people are saying season 2 is way better than season 1, and I'm enjoying season 1 a lot. So we'll see what happens. And I hope Blue Falcon and Dynamite are cool in that Scooby-Doo movie. I don't think I'm going to see that. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Thundar the Barbarian, one of the best shows ever. I love Thundar the Barbarian. That was like a that That came out before Thundercats, but that was like, I love that Apocalypse Earth kind of stuff. If you guys read my Powers in Action superhero comics, I'm planning 6 volumes, which is 24 single issues, but it's 6 trade paperbacks. You're going to like the post-apocalyptic alternate Earth kind of stuff, because by the time I get to volume 5, it's going to change. I'm going to change the landscape of my superheroes. And if after all this, well, it's scheduled to come out with Action Lab. Hopefully all of this doesn't hurt Action Lab and they could survive. And if they do, and when they do, I'm going to be with them with Big Alien Moon Crush, and Powers in Action is going to return. So I can't wait, man. I can't wait to do more stuff. I got to finish the stuff I'm doing so I can do more stuff. I got another book. This book, you remember, Superman of Smallville? I did this last year for DC Comics, and I got another one coming out, and I'll be done in about 40 pages left to go, and that one will be finished, and be ready to send it to the printer, and hopefully that'll be out soon, called the Archimaniacs. But you guys keep following me when you see me. Check out my links. I got a bunch of website links there. If you want to go to my Electric Milk store, I have a whole bunch of comics for sale, and you buy them from me. I'll sign them and do your sketch and send you stuff. Or if you just want a sketch, send me some money and some little bit of money and at least $10 for postage and whatever else, and I'll just send you some sketches. As long as the postage is, as long as you cover postage, give me a little tip or something. I'll send you stuff. And be good to each other. Be nice to each other, and do what I do. Wake up and do what makes you happy. But I'm gonna get going because I'm hungry. I need to eat a sandwich, maybe ham and cheese. But I want to fry it up or something. Fried bologna sandwiches, like Dad used to make for breakfast. You guys are awesome. Have a good time, man, and be nice to each other. I'm gonna take a swig for the working man, and you guys be good. See you next time. Okay, bye-bye.